folks, Dante here, and I'm going to start doing videos where I just talk about stuff that happened this week. So here's the first one. I saw an article where the Kappa Sigma fraternity, the University of Louisiana Monroe, got in trouble because some screenshots got leaked from their group chat that the fraternity had. They were saying super racist things in it. One of the guys in the fraternity asked for help coming up with topics for a research paper, and some of the guys were real ready to give some real interesting topics, such as blacks versus whites, the difference between niggers and black people, why black quarterbacks don't win championships, and the last one here I saw was why black lives don't matter. That's what they thought they should be doing research topics on. So I came up with a few. I thought, this is interesting. Maybe I should give, if he needs some research topics, his fraternity brothers, maybe I got some for them. Maybe they'd be interested in. How about this as a research topic? What to do if mild is too spicy at Popeyes? That seems like something maybe you guys would want to look into. Or how about, am I insecure because of my lack of culture or rhythm? How about that, Kappa Sigs? Is that something you'd be interested in? Or here's one. Things I sometimes consider no to mean, an exploration into yes. Because you guys oftentimes seem to have trouble understanding what no means. How dare you guys... The ball's on you guys to do that. How dare you? I mean, this isn't helping at all the narrative that fraternity dudes are just a bunch of bros who don't actually have it all together. They're just relying on a network of, people looking out for them to get through everything. It completely shows that you just don't get a lot of stuff. And I know that I've seen people defending you guys by saying that you're just a bunch of kids who are trying to be goofy and you made a mistake, and that's fine, but it would be nice if that luxury was afforded to more people, you see, because I see a lot of times where black kids who are even younger than you, like middle school age, high school age black kids, they're treated as adults. They don't get the opportunity to mess up in the way that you have and not have it affect them for the rest of their lives. So that kind of bothered me more than I realized it would. And I think one of the bigger issues is that this was a national story, but it struck me because my little brother just graduated from the University of Louisiana Monroe. He just graduated from there. And one of the other topics that one of the kids mentioned was why coloreds don't play baseball anymore. And my brother played baseball there. It's astounding that this stuff is still happening in the world, but it is. At any rate, let's just move on. I was listening to a gospel playlist on Spotify, and the first song that came on was a song by an artist named Marvin Sapp called Listen. And apparently he made the song with R. Kelly. R. Kelly is on the song talking and singing background. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. A gospel song with R. Kelly. Yeah, that R. Kelly. The last person you'd want featured on any song, let alone a gospel song. And he's just on there. But it shouldn't come as a shock to any of us. We know R. Kelly. This is his MO. This is what he does. So he's probably done something crazy here recently that's about to surface, and he's just trying to build some good credit with the black community, and we gotta stop letting him do this. We have to stop it. We've seen it before. When he went through that whole mess before, well, let's not call it a mess. Let's call it what he was. He raped someone on video and only managed to get away with it because he was rich and was able to go through the terrible court system we have here in America and be let off for it. And then he dropped a bunch of, I don't know what to call it other than like fake gospel and happy-go-lucky dance songs, and people just forgot about what was going on. He dropped some hits and people were like, whatever, we'll forgive it. We can't do that. We got to be better. We can't just let him into gospel music like that. We're going to mess around and he's going to have the news of whatever mess he's gotten himself into drop. And he's going to release another one of those crazy albums and he's going to call it Church Panties. And it's going to be on all y'all who've been letting him get away with this stuff. It needs to stop. If we don't put an end to this, it's just going to continue growing. Okay? So, I mean, look, I'm not here to judge anybody, but I low-key am. We can do better than R. Kelly. Speaking of judging things in gospel, this is just a side note. There's an artist out, what's his name here? His name is Ty Tribbett, and he's got a song called Work It Out that is basically just a trap song about Jesus. And I'm not telling you can't make trap music about Jesus, but I'm just telling you that is a trap song about Jesus. So, I mean, you can try to fool old people all you want with it, but it is what it is, my dude. That is a trap song about Jesus. I hope if you remix it, you at least are kind enough to reach out to Future and ask him to do a verse on it. Maybe the Migos or Ray Schwimmen. I don't know how to pronounce Ray Schwimmen, or whatever their name is. But maybe you can reach out to one of them, 21 Savage or somebody, and have them drop a verse on the song for you, because that is 100% a trap song. Speaking of Trump, though, he's this guy. Oh my goodness, he's a mess. So he's coming off a week where he went down to Puerto Rico after a hurricane, one of the most devastating events to ever happen in Puerto Rico, and he shot rolls of paper towel into a crowd that had gathered to hear him speak. When I say shot, I don't mean like he had a t-shirt cannon and he shot it, or like a gun. I mean he like Kobe Bryant shot paper, like Michael Jordan form, and shot paper towels into a crowd like he was playing basketball with them. So he's coming off a week where he did that, and he was on the news and he said that he met with the president of the Virgin Islands, which, as most of us know, is him. It's himself. He met with himself, I guess. I don't know how that worked for him. He met with the president of the Virgin Islands. This is real stuff that's happening with our actual president. He said that out loud into a camera full of confidence in everything. And so, I don't know, man. Here's the thing. He did that. He also, in this week, he challenged Rex Tillerson to an IQ contest. And people were surprised. People are surprised. They're like, oh, why would he do that? And see, the thing is, Rex Tillerson called him a moron, and then Rex Tillerson was asked about it, and he didn't confirm or deny it. So then Donald Trump was asked about it, about Rex Tillerson calling him a moron. Donald Trump's response was, of course, to say that he's not, and he shouldn't call him a moron, but that if he did think he was a moron, they could have an IQ contest, and Donald Trump was absolutely sure he'd win that. And I know a lot of you are like, wow, he's dumb for thinking he'd win it. But I don't think so. Guys, this is Donald Trump we're talking about. He became president and he didn't get the most votes. Why wouldn't he win every other contest he ever entered without actually winning it? That's the sort of confidence you get when you do that. You get the sort of confidence that makes you walk around shooting paper towels in the crowds and other dumb things like saying you spoke to the president of the Virgin Islands. Well, that's you. Oh, my goodness. These are real things that are happening, okay? The last thing I saw that I was completely taken aback by regarding him was the fact that he's already spent $1 million in legal fees through his campaign because of this Russia ordeal in the past 3 months, okay? In 3 months, he's already spent $1 million just defending himself from the Russian investigation. How crazy. Maybe he needs to take up Larry Flint on that offer for the $10 million and just say, hey, man, here's all the stuff I've done. I'm not going to get impeached for it, but here it is. Can I have one of those $10 million you're offering up? I mean, it's pretty crazy, if you ask me, that we're dealing with all of this. And I wish I had actual answers and I wasn't just talking to you about it. But I don't have any. It's just crazy. And I thought if I don't get these ideas out of my head and at least bounce them off other people, I'm going to lose it. So that's what these videos are. So if you want to chat about it, feel free to reach out to me on whatever platform you saw this video on. Or if you want to email me, feel free to email me at moose.rattler@gmail.com. If you just want to call me up and talk about it, maybe pick another way to do it, because I'm not going to answer your call. I'm sorry. I don't like talking on the phone. That's not okay. If you want to text me about it, again, I mean, if I know you, you can text me, but if I don't, like, let's not make this weird. Let's make this fun. I want to try to do one every weekend if I can. So yeah, just email me or reach out to me on whatever platform you watch this on. And let's talk about this stuff, because boy, it is really something. Have a great week though. Have a great week. Moving right along. I saw that Larry Flint, the guy who started Hustler magazine, is offering a $10 million reward for anybody who brings him any information that could lead to the impeachment of President Donald Trump. And I mean, does Larry Flint not have Google? What the fuck, man? Like, you can literally look up tens things that Donald Trump has done that he could be impeached for. For whatever reason, it's just not working. Like, I have no idea why. I thought if people did things that would cause them to be impeached as president, they would just get impeached. But apparently not. Apparently now we're at this place where it's like, nah, you got to try extra hard to be kicked out of that office. I don't know what's going on. $10 million is a lot of money still, but I mean, I don't, like, he's done all sorts of, what terrible thing has he done that you look at and you're like, maybe that's not worthy of him being impeached for? I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Google, man. Like, you can literally Google, has Donald Trump done anything that he could be impeached for? And there are like hundreds of articles describing why he could be, why he should be. Nobody's doing it though. So who knows, man? I don't know, dude. That's a safe 10 million for you, I guess. So congrats on not losing it. I don't know.